All right, this is one of my more kind of like think of this as one of my best items, my best productions. It is a Pave Hawk built on the BBI green model of the Blackhawk helicopter. I built this one quite a while ago, um, and I got the detailing really good. I think I used tester paints for the silver part of the exhaust, so that I think it really, even though it's one solid piece, I think it makes it look like it's two separate items. And then I masked off that so that I could keep that detailing right there. Those little things are on each side. I can't really show the other side because it's up on my shelf, but they did show airspeed velocity. And then I've got a couple other little things up on this shelf from G.I. Joe. A little mini base. We moved from a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house into this little 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. So we did a lot of downsizing. I used to have a full garage of models and action figures and little dioramas and stuff, and I'll put those on the website too eventually. But I no longer have those, so my wife's kind enough to let me use this shelf for my helicopter, one of them. I've got so many, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with all these helicopters. Today's little anti-military rant is a guy about a Marine, I believe, general from the 30s named Smedley Butler. And he was very pro-America and would help them invade various countries and things like that, until eventually he turned against them and said, I'm basically just an errand boy for corporations. This was all the way back in the 30s, so this obviously using the military-industrial complex as a way to increase our economic system, basically for business, for the business interests of corporation leaders, has been going on a long time. So I recommend Googling Smedley Butler and learning about what he went through to understand how the system really works. Basically, you could say that the military is in a sense an arm of business, because the business and political leaders are so intertwined. They're the same people, essentially. The same people that work in business are the people that work in politics. So basically, in a sense, we have a businessocracy, an oligarchy of the rich, a plutocracy ruled by the rich, and so various little groups of rich people get together and decide our foreign policy and advertising. On the subject of advertising, I recommend a really great series on YouTube called The Century of the Self that talks about the foundations of modern advertising, and Edward Bernays, and a few other things. So yeah, it's kind of hard to see the detailing because this thing's up on a shelf. I may pull it down eventually, but I tried to get everything just right from the actual Pave Hawk. So it's got the front, I believe that's the ground-seeking radar, so you can fly at night. It's got 250 cals on the sides with ammo boxes. I bought this Blackhawk for only $70 because it's got a few things missing. It didn't have any blades. Those I had to customize. It didn't have a tail fin. That's actually paper. It doesn't have a right door. I had to make that out of paper. So I like to buy used and abused stuff for cheap and then customize it, make it look better. And that, I'm not exactly sure what that's called, but it's an anti-aircraft missile deflection device. It keeps, maybe some of you guys know what it is, but it somehow keeps an infrared missile lock from working correctly, and the missile doesn't hit the aircraft. And then we've got the chaff dispensers behind this fellow. All right. Thanks again for watching, as always.